Hey Pokemon champions, what's going on? It's Champion DarkBlaze here, and with Pokemon Journeys finally returning back to air every week, we can finally continue the journey as we watch Ash and Gou aim to complete their goals of catching all the Pokemon and beating Leon in the Pokemon World Championships. However, with the Pokemon anime now returning, there's one area I want to speculate about, that being what could Gou's future team be in the Pokemon series anime. In the past, the last person to have a full team of 6 that was a companion of Ash was Dawn back in the Diamond and Pearl series. Ever since then, Ash's companions have always gotten only 3 or 4 Pokemon max, such as Iris having Dragonite, Emolga, Axew, and Excadrill in the Black and White series, or even Serena having Pancham, Sylveon, and Braixen in the X and Y series. But with Gou catching so many Pokemon in Pokemon Journeys, it makes all the sense in the world that he needs a full team of 6 at some point. So today we're going to be tackling this topic, and I'm not alone on this. I have Pokemon Trainer Bryan coming to the channel to help me out.
Hey everyone, Pokemon Trainer Bryan here, and thank you DarkBlaze for allowing me to be on the channel, bro. So yeah guys, we'll be discussing top 6 potential Pokemon for Gou in Kanto, Galar, and a team consisting of each Pokemon from different regions.
Pokemon Trainer Bryan, thank you for being here today, and without any more hesitation, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe for more fun Pokemon content every Tuesday and Friday, and share this with your friends. Without further ado, here are our 3 potential picks for Gou's Kanto team, Galar team, and a regional team.
Alright, I choose you!
Starting off, let's talk about Gou's potential future Kanto region team. My first pick for Gou's team is actually going to be Raichu. Now I know this pick might be a little controversial since Pikachu is Ash's ace Pokemon, but as we've seen Gou watch Pikachu battle on multiple occasions in the anime so far, he has been heavily inspired and captivated by Pikachu's battling style and how he responds to Ash's commands on the battlefield. So it would make all the sense in the world if Gou caught his own Pikachu and also evolved that into a Raichu. And I think if we had a Raichu versus Pikachu dynamic between Gou and Ash, then that would be an amazing concept to see between 2 main protagonists. It would be fun to revisit maybe in the Pokemon World Championships. It's the round right before getting to the top 8, and maybe Ash has a battle against Gou, or maybe this is in the Master League, and maybe the final battle we see between Ash and Gou is a battle between Pikachu and Raichu, and I think that that would be incredibly amazing. My next pick for Gou's Kanto team is actually going to be Tentacruel. Now I'm putting Tentacruel on here not for any specific personal reason that this Pokemon has with Gou as in a connection, but I'm putting Tentacruel here mainly because I think it would make sense if Gou had a water type on his team to kind of give him a nice balance on his team, give him some water type coverage. And on top of it, Gou did catch a Tentacool, so it would make sense if he just evolved this Pokemon. It's not a bad water type by any means, and water poison is a very effective type in Pokemon battling. So if Gou added a Tentacruel to his team, that would be very nice. And if Gou at any point on his journey Dynamaxed his Tentacruel, I think that would be some very nice fan service and a nice callback to Giant Tentacruel all the way back in the very first season of the Pokemon anime, where Tentacruel literally laid waste to an entire resort and almost an entire city. My third and final pick for Gou's future Kanto team is actually going to be Mew. Now we can debate this in the comments, but I am fully certain that if Gou gets any Pokemon on his team, it is going to be Mew. Having a mythical Pokemon or legendary Pokemon as part of your team of 6 is nothing foreign to the Pokemon anime, especially since we've seen multiple people have legendary Pokemon on their team in the Sun and Moon anime. There was Gladion with Sylveon, Malo with Shaman, and Ash with Naganadel and Melmel of all Pokemon. On top of it, Tobias in the Diamond and Pearl series was the owner of a Darkrai and a Latios. So all the way back in Generation 4 people had legendary Pokemon, but that was quite rare back then. It became more common and accustomed to in Sun and Moon. So in Pokemon Journeys, since Gou's goal is to capture Mew and see all the Pokemon in the world and capture them, it would make sense if his ultimate capture was the capture of the very first mythical Pokemon we were ever introduced to, that being Mew. Gou's goal is to get to Mew and capture it, so I think if it added it to his team, that would be something amazing.
Alrighty guys, For my first pick for Gou's team, it will have to be Cypher. So yeah guys, Cypher is one of Gou's strongest Pokemon, and it was caught in the episode Welcome Back to Mew. It's a really good Pokemon, and Gou uses it quite a bit, but I think Gou should use it so much more. Gou did use Cypher in his first battle of the Battle Frontier Flute Cup, where he battled Hoji, but sadly it lost. But I think Gou's Cypher could be a really strong Pokemon and a part of his team. The next Pokemon I think Gou would have on his Kanto team would be Cubone. So yeah guys, Gou caught Cubone in the episode Snowy Day, Where's Cubone's Bone? Since that episode, Gou hasn't used Cubone at all, but we think that Cubone could get very strong and be one of Gou's main Pokemon for his Kanto team. I think that Cubone could evolve into a Marowak, which would be sick to see. And yeah guys, my last pick for Gou's Kanto team would be Cinderace. And yeah guys, hopefully Gou's Rebuke will evolve into a Cinderace, which would be awesome, and I definitely see that happening. Also, Gou's Rebuke has shown a very big interest in battling, so I don't think any other Pokemon could replace this Pokemon.
Moving on to Gou's potential Galar regional team, I think the first Pokemon that obviously makes a ton of sense is to add Cinderace to his line of 6 Pokemon. Now it's yet to be determined if Raboot will fully evolve into Cinderace at this point, because it's too early in the series to tell, but I do believe that it makes a ton of sense to evolve Raboot into Cinderace to give him a squad of fully evolved Pokemon so that he can be the strongest trainer that he can be. Obviously, Scorbunny was the very first Pokemon Gou captured in the series, so it makes sense if this Pokemon does become fully evolved and make use of his potential Gigantamax form in the anime, since Ash can already use Gigantamax Pikachu on the battlefield as well. So I think this pick is self-explanatory and pretty obvious in my eyes. My second pick for Gou's Galar team is going to be the Ice Bug type Frostmoth. Now I say this Pokemon because it's clear to see that as Gou captures all the Pokemon that he can, he has a very big affinity for Bug type Pokemon, even if he's just doing it to fill out the Pokedex. The main type of Pokemon he has at the Sakuragi Institute is Bug type Pokemon, having caught all the Bug type Pokemon in the Kanto region. So it would make sense if Gou added more regional bugs from Galar to his team, that being Frostmoth. Ice Bug is a very unique type combination, and it would give him some ice type coverage, which isn't the best type in the game, but definitely has its benefits. So I could see him adding this amazing bug type to his team as well. My third and final pick that Gou will add to his Galar team is going to be Dragapult. This is a ghost dragon type, only sharing this type combination with the legendary Pokemon Giratina. Now the reason I say he might add a Dragapult to his team is simply for the fact that Ash has his own pseudo-legendary Pokemon, that being Dragonite. And he's also got a Gible and a Goodra as well, so he owns 3 pseudo-legendary Pokemon lines. And if Gou sees Goodra and Gible as well, maybe he's inspired by that to get a Dragon type of his own. As we all know, Dragapult is a fantastically well-designed Pokemon and amazingly strong as well, even being really good and competitive from what I've heard. Dragapult would add an amazing type diversity and type coverage to his team, as well as having immunity to normal type Pokemon, and Dragapult would just be an unstoppable force on Gou's team if he caught it in the Galar region. I have no doubt in my mind we'll get more episodes in the Galar region coming very soon, so if they go and he gets a Dreepy, I can totally see that evolving into a Dragapult.
Alrighty guys, I think for Gou's Galar team, one of the Pokemon could be Threevil. This is because Gou could go to Galar and catch a Threevil due to the fact that Scorbunny was friends with the 3 Nickets, so this would make so much sense. Also, I do see this Pokemon being very mischievous in battle, and also maybe Gou could catch one of the 3 Nickets, who knows. So guys, for Gou's second Pokemon on his Galar team, I think it could be Sirfetch'd. So yeah guys, as we know, Galarian Farfetch'd has been seen in multiple trailers for Pokemon Journeys. I think that Gou will be able to evolve Farfetch'd into Sirfetch'd, which will be really cool to see. Also, it could be a really strong Pokemon that other Pokemon would underestimate, and then it's really strong and defeats a Pokemon instantly. So yeah, that would be pretty cool to see. Okay guys, for Gou's third Galar Pokemon, I think it will be Orbeetle. As we know, Gou really likes to catch bug type Pokemon. As we see, In the episode, working my way back to Mew, we see Go catch a lot of bug-type Pokemon, indicating that Go will catch Orbeetle and its pre-evolutions. I think that Orbeetle would fit Go's team really well, as it's a psychic bug type, which is a really cool type, and I think Go would praise it and say how cool it is, like he does with his Raboot.
Now finally on to Go's regional team, where he uses one Pokemon from every region. I think the first Pokemon that obviously should be on the team is of course Cinderace, which is the very first Pokemon he caught as a Score Bunny. Again, it's not determined at this point if Raboot will evolve into a Cinderace, but I think it would just make all the sense in the world if Raboot evolved into a Cinderace. So again, I think that is self-explanatory and very obvious. My second pick is actually going to be Mismagius. I'm saying Mismagius because we all know that Go likes his Ghost-type Pokemon. Go was just as eager as Ash to catch a Gengar in the Sakuragi Institute and add that to his team of Pokemon, but unfortunately we all know that Ash caught a Gengar, which is amazing. So maybe in another Sinnoh-focused episode, Ash and Go head to Sinnoh, and Go ends up catching his self Mismagius. Now that's one possibility he could do, or the more obvious one and more likely one is that Go just evolves the Misdreavus he already has. He's already caught Misdreavus and Stantler in one of the episodes we've already seen. So if he just takes his Misdreavus, adds it to his team, and evolves that into a Mismagius, that makes a ton of sense and adds a very powerful Ghost type to his team, because we all know it's a pain to deal with when Fantina uses it on her team in the Diamond and Pearl games. So Mismagius would be a great addition to his team. My next pick actually comes out of the Kalos region, that being the Poison Dragon type Dragalge. Now this might be coming out of left field, but hear me out on Dragalge. I think he's going to add Dragalge to his team because not only because of it having the Poison Dragon type, I think it would make the same sense as adding Dragapult to his Galar region team. I also just wanted to add a Pokemon from the Kalos region, seeing as how that's the region we've been to the least so far in the series. Giving him a nice Dragon type would allow him to match the strength of Ash's Dragonite, or maybe his Gible or his Goodra, if Go gets to see them and battle them. Dragalge is not the worst Dragon type by any means, and is even used by Drasna of the Elite Four in the Pokemon X and Y games. So if he adds this Pokemon that was worthy enough to be used by an Elite Four member, I think it would add some much needed strength to Go's regional team, having one Pokemon from every region. And of course, Poison and Dragon gives him a nice type diversity and nice type coverage. So I think that Go is going to add a Dragalge to his team in the future.
Next guys, for Go's third team, the region multiple team, I think that Go will get a Scizor. As we know guys, Go's Scyther is a very strong Pokemon, and I do definitely see it evolving into a Scizor. This will be pretty cool to see, and I'd really love to see Scyther evolve into Scizor. It's such a cool design, and yeah guys, I do see Go Scizor being one of Go's best and strongest Pokemon, and if not its ace or second to Go's Cinderace, if Go does get a Cinderace, but it'll be a perfect match and fit for Go's team. For Go's second multi-regional team Pokemon, I think it'll be Golurk. So yeah guys, in the episode The Raid Battle at the Ruins, Go, Ash, Kira, and Karabari defeated a big giant Golurk. This Golurk was really strong and really big, but they managed to defeat it and Go caught it. I definitely see this Pokemon being one of Go's strongest Pokemon due to the fact it was a raid battle Pokemon, so it already has immense power, and I definitely see it being one of Go's aces or surprise Pokemon when he battles other opponents. I do see other opponents being put off due to the fact that Go looks really big, making Go have a more of an advantage when it goes against other strong trainers. For my third multi-region Pokemon, I think it will be Swellow. In the episode The Hoenn region, site of fierce fights, the Battle Frontier Challenge, Go catches a Taillow outside the Battle Frontier. Go's Taillow has been such a helpful Pokemon to Go, helping it find a Wurmple and also try find Cubone's bone. But I definitely see it evolving to a Swellow and being a more useful Pokemon to Go when bigger problems are needed. I do see Swellow, if Go gets one, being a very big, strong Sky Battler Pokemon. Also, there could be a big chance that maybe Ash's Swellow and Go's Swellow could have a battle, which would be cool to see, but who knows in this anime.
So there we go, Pokemon champions. Those are our opinions about what Gou's potential future Pokemon teams could be if he had one for Kanto, Galar, and a regional team. Of course, our pick for Kanto is to have Scyther, Tentacool, Raichu, Cinderace, Marowak, and Mew. His Galar team would be Thievul, Orbeetle, Frostmoth, Sirfetch'd, Dragapult, and Cinderace. And of course, if he had a Pokemon from every region, his team would then be Cinderace, Golurk, Scizor, Swellow, Mismagius, and Dragalge. And again, I have to give a big shout out and thanks for Pokemon Trainer Bryan coming on the channel and helping me out with this discussion.
So yeah guys, that was our 3 teams we think Gou could have. It makes so much sense, and I really hope Gou does get these Pokemon, but who knows with this anime. I can't wait to find out. But once again, thanks to my bro, Champion DarkBlaze, for having me on the channel. It was really fun. Everyone, please subscribe to him and help him get to 700 subscribers, as he's pretty close. So yeah guys.
And again guys, these are just our picks for Gou's future team of Pokemon he could have in the series. If you have any other opinions about what Pokemon Gou could catch or add to his team and evolve, let us know those down in the comments below so we could talk about it. And of course, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more fun Pokemon content every Tuesday and Friday, and share this video with your friends. And let's see what kind of Pokemon Gou will catch in the future. But until he catches those Pokemon and makes a team, remember to train hard, Pokemon champions, and I will catch you guys later.